Hello everyone, welcome to a Black Rose production on how to do dreadlocks. To do this you'll need a 0.5 millimeter crochet needle and a comb pretty much. That's what I really do use. Meet Busi, our model. Thank you Busi for being available during this lockdown for this tutorial. Okay, so I'm sectioning off the hair that I need. It just depends on how thick you want your dreadlocks to be. So yeah, that'll be totally up to you. There, what I'm doing is called back combing because the hair is really straight. So this is done in the event that the hair is really straight. If it was African hair, I wouldn't need to do this. I actually never do this with African hair. Next is the actual crocheting. Okay, you put in your crochet and you pull out the hair. That's the idea. Oh, and just to clarify, if African hair has been relaxed, then I would have to back comb it because obviously it's straight and you can't just crochet straight hair, so you would need to back comb it first. Okay, let's bring the camera a bit closer so you can actually see how the crochet really works. It's unfortunate that when you're crocheting you really need to hold that hair between your thumb and your forefinger. You see, the crochet goes in and it pulls out hair, in, pulls out hair. So the idea is to keep going in and pulling it. You don't have to, when you pull it out, you don't pull it out all the way through when you're actually working. The reason I was pulling it all the way out is to show you how the hair actually comes out the other end. So you want to keep it between your fingers and keep pushing it in and out and in and out. That's what creates the dreadlock. And the reason you need to keep your thumb and your forefinger on the hair is so you can actually feel the effect of the crochet going in and out, and making the hair lock. You can feel it hardening between your fingers when you're doing it right. So you need to keep back combing when the hair goes back to straight, and you crochet like that. Keep watching what I'm doing and you'll see a dread actually forming. And as I said earlier, that it's unfortunate that I have to keep holding the hair. I wish there was a way of getting a camera through into the hair to see how the crochet is actually forming a dread between my fingers, but I think you get the idea. And if you watch what I showed you earlier when I started crocheting, you'll see me demonstrating how the crochet goes in to hook the hair and then comes out again. So if you are doing that continuously, you start feeling the hair forming a dreadlock between your forefinger and your thumb. You can actually feel the hardening. So you keep doing that. Just if you keep crocheting, you will feel that something is happening. So don't stop. You can, when you continue doing it, that's when you actually feel the effects of what you're doing. So the way that I learned is that my friend and colleague Sophie could crochet, and I became interested to know how she does it. And I would stand next to her while she's doing it. She would try to slow it down for me, but it was still quite difficult because the fingers always block your view as to what's going on, especially when she starts actually working. She's very fast, but I was determined to learn. So shout out to Sophie for letting me watch. And then the late elder Bini, he was also doing it and doing it a bit differently. And also my other friend Maputi, he was doing it also a little different from how Sophie was doing it and how Elda was doing it. So everyone had their own kind of way of doing things, but I kept watching all of them and seeing how they were doing it. And in the end, I kind of came up with a way that was more comfortable for me. So even when you watch me, don't be afraid to do what's more comfortable for you, because there isn't really just one method of doing it. Okay, so there's the dread done pretty much. You have to just like tuck in the last few hairs and, you know, neaten it all up. But it's pretty much the idea. And guys, please be careful. This crochet is quite sharp and you will hurt yourself a few times, but you know, it's all worth it in the end. Thank you so much for watching. I'm new to YouTube, so please like and subscribe. Bye.